How you doing? We're at Walmart, so free entertainment, right? Give it a few minutes, let everybody get notified that we're live. Everybody thinks you're cool. How's the weather, Kevin? I think I actually finally got some of your weather. We got rain here. Princess Mel, how are you doing? Good to see you. Michael, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Yvonne, how are you? Happy Tuesday. Warren, what's going on? Happy last day of 2025, quarter three. That's right. We got 3 months. Ew, ew. 3 months till my birthday. Doesn't. Ugh. Came home early to sew. Mel, that sounds like a lot of fun. I was engraving wood earlier. That sounded all right. DC Stumper, what's going on? How you doing? Dan, how are you? Grind keeps getting harder, longer hours, lower pay, grind for your customers. That right there. It is. It is getting more and more difficult. To be perfectly honest, I haven't done any DoorDash since September 3rd. Yeah, September 3rd. Uh, Starting tomorrow, Kroger stores will be on DoorDash. Dashers need all the merchants that we can get right now, or that they can get. I may end up changing my name to just the Brash guy. Not doing DoorDash anymore. I don't know. I am a happier person overall. I am a much happier person not even turning the DoorDash app on. I say that and Borderline, you changed your name, I think. Fawn, yes, you did. Had to look at the profile picture there for a second. Michael, I know, a tie. I was glad through about the first half that I didn't watch the game, and then I got notified that it was a tie, and I'm like, okay, I kind of wish I would have watched the game, or at least the last quarter. Ties should not be allowed in football. Neckties, bow ties, tie games, doesn't matter. That's all that matters. Yes, it. You know, I know there's a lot of dashers out there that still enjoy doing it. You know, if you enjoy doing it, keep doing it. I have been doing this entirely way too long. I've been doing gig work for almost 10 years. I've been doing DoorDash for when did I sign up for DoorDash? 6 years ago, spring of 2019. So I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of good. I've seen a lot of bad. And honestly, I'm gonna keep doing lives. We're gonna keep doing lives. We're gonna hang out every Tuesday. I may switch up if some of you guys want to see. I'm doing laser engraving and that now. So laser engraving, woodworking, making coasters, working on it. I'm figuring out all the software. It is a unique experience, but we're doing all kinds of stuff, and I am I think I found something that I actually really enjoy doing, and, there's something to be said for making something with your hands. There's a I wouldn't even say pride. You get a feeling of accomplishment. You get that sense of accomplishment, and that you turned something plain or ugly, into something, beautiful. And I know that's not for everybody, but I'm learning that it's for me, and learning a lot about myself over the last few months. Things that I didn't know. The Brash Master would be a dope name change. Corinthian, how you doing? Brash Master. I'm not coming up with any dirty, twisted, perverted like comments on that. So yeah, that could work. The Brash Master. I'm glad we went in that order and not Master Brasher. Well, fine. I knew you were gonna change. You told me you were gonna change your name. I still was like, okay. Sometimes it doesn't always update, um, and sometimes on live streams, anybody that's done a live stream before knows YouTube likes to just randomly revert your username back to something different or your generic username. Because I've had people in live streams then go back to the live stream afterwards and then leave a comment. And I'm like, well, Ryan, my buddy Ryan, his username changed between a live stream and then commenting on a video. It was really weird. Get a little airflow going. Thai noodles. Thai noodles sound good. We actually had Red Robin. I have no idea if my mother is in here. If she is, she's probably lurking, but I took her out for her birthday. So happy birthday to my mom. She is exactly 20 years, well, she's 20 years and 3 months older than me. So I know when she has a birthday, my birthday is about 3 months away, which is also kind of depressing. Corinthian, you're trying to get on Amazon Flex. Good luck with that. Hopefully, it's easier to get on than like Spark because it took me what 2 years. I was on the wait list on Spark for like 2 years. Not even as long as some other people I know. Warren says, drove by the Portland Ice building today. I've seen more mischief at a school bus pickup stop. So everybody's behaving now? Is that what's going on? Orange Luke, what's going on? Haley, how are you doing? Orange Fanta Luke. James, how you doing? We are pretty much just not doing DoorDash anymore. I'm happier. I'm a happier person. Nasty comments about Brash Master. That's bait. I think the way my brain works, if I can make something sound perverted sarcastically, my brain picks that up really quick. So I had to go Brash Master and make sure. Thank you all. James, I haven't done DoorDash. I've been taking a DoorDash order since September 3rd. And then I think it was what, a few days after that, the Charlie Kirk thing happened, and that really caused me to take a step back and evaluate things, especially with how divided this gig, this entire gig space is. So I kind of had to take a step back and kind of like reevaluate things. And then obviously we all know how difficult it is to vlog Spark orders because everybody's getting deactivated. It seems like as far as YouTube channels, the ones that do Spark and have done videos, Walmart really, for as many videos as we see online all across social media, people recording in Walmart, Walmart absolutely hates it, and they do everything they can to make sure that those channels or those Spark drivers are deactivated. Which you would think that the company would be like, hey, if these channels are, providing good customer service, making videos showing people, other Spark drivers how to do things the right way, you would think that Walmart would actually support that. It's like free training for their drivers. So uh, it's Walmart. Caleb, it is today's DoorDash wise. Haven't done it. Spark. It's a Tuesday. It sucked. But show you guys what we've been working on a little bit. Figuring out the laser engraver as far as settings go. We made a Bigfoot coaster. Bigfoot knitting. And then today we got George Washington crossing the Delaware. Just I'm figuring out the software and figuring out power settings, laser settings. There's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun though. Jason, what's going on? Now we have Teal Luke. Gonna have the whole bloody rainbow here in a minute. Mary with the 100 times 6, 10, 11, 14, 17. Thank you. Fawn, yes, you did. Unless there was a second set of turkeys walking along the highway hitchhiking. Okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's just you can only deal with so much negative crap and on social media, and I said since the beginning of this channel, you know, the reason that we don't haven't talked about politics on this channel is because it's politics and gig work are like two of the most divisive topics that you can basically talk to anybody about. And Lime Luke, Watermelon Luke, Sprite. Spice, how are you doing? Good to see you. How's Mary doing? Spicy. Steve. All right, man with three first names. Walmart don't appreciate. No, they don't. They just want no liability issues of any kind. That's all the more reason to allow video or audio recording, because then it quashes any he said she said on a drop off. Well, the driver, you know, ran over my flowers that were next to my driveway. If you recorded the drop off, or if you have a dash cam, you have video proof showing that no, in fact, I didn't do that. Customer comes out or unleashes a dog on you, you now have video proof that it happened. Having some kind of audio or video documentation gets rid of the whole he said, she said, and I don't boring. Well, then see you later. Never trust a man with three names. Just got off the Amazon Flex wait list. Wonder if it has to do with the glitch that was showing people trouble lately. Capped, I congrats on that. I hope you get on there. Well, off the wait list and actually out flexing. Is that what they call it? Jason, yeah, you try to have fun on your channel. You have fun. There are some good people in the world, my friend. Caleb, there are a lot of good people. And I see a lot of good people in here. Or a goat jumping in your car while you drop off. Went real quick to keep my door. I almost had the goat in my trunk. I almost had somebody's dog in my car yesterday. That was almost a nightmare because it was raining. Uh, Caleb says, "Can I be a mod yet?" How many mods do we have in? Rick, your little ranger. I go for it. Do it. This is make for some quality entertainment. He was like that close from just going sideways into the guardrail. So Spice says, "Wow, how is how's Spice's day going?" What was I doing? I was looking at mods. How many mods we got in here? If I make everybody a mod, then nobody. It's kind of like DoorDash's new point system. If everybody's platinum, then what's the point of being platinum? Just give the dog treats. Always keep dog treats with you. Caleb, I will give you a wrench. but I give everybody the same warning. I will take the wrench away. No more platinum. I have lots of mods. I did not remove mine. Yeah, no, I am stream. Holy crap! I'm streaming on the right phone. This is cool. I don't know if I could find the other phone. So yeah, technically I'm platinum. I'm platinum on DoorDash, and I haven't done anything. I haven't taken an order since September 3rd, and in that time, all that happened was I went to Nebraska. I came back. Now I'm in the points, and I'm platinum with a 51% acceptance rate. Mine hasn't been taken yet. No, Jason, yours hasn't been taken yet. Mary says they made a hybrid of the point system. Now, all their crap plus 100 deliveries a month. Great power comes with great responsive trailer trust. Hey, I said that right, I think. Or I butchered it also correctly. Rosebud, how are you doing? Orange Luke says, "Can I be a mod, please?" Is a question I hate to hear, but I do like wrenches. Wrenches and wenches. Yes, Jason is a paying troll. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, acceptance rate's at 51%. Completion is at 98. On time is at 100. Quality is at 100. Customer ratings 4.98. Now, if my completion was at 100, I would have 4 points, so I'd actually be at 90. So, and I'm at 20 points on my acceptance. So, how low could I get my acceptance and still be platinum? If my completion rate was at 100 and all my other stats were at 100, I could actually have I could be platinum at 30%. 30% acceptance rate and all your other stats maxed, you could be platinum. If all your other stats were maxed, you could have a customer or a quality rate of 0. You could have a Oh, here's what's crazy. You could be a platinum dasher with a customer rating below 4.4. Isn't that enough, or wasn't that enough to get you deactivated in the past? Now you could still be platinum and have a horrendous customer rating. So the issue is, at least for me, the way I see it, if they just made it easier for people to be platinum, they just devalued platinum itself. Because with the points, there's going to be more people that are able to they're able to get platinum. Ooh, Spice, you're drinking coffee? I can go for some coffee. Hopefully it doesn't keep you up all night. Yeah, hopefully not. I mean, I drink everybody's toleration to caffeine is different. I knew somebody I had a friend back in Nebraska. They would drink coffee like midnight, 1 o'clock, and then go to bed an hour later. Did not affect them at all. They drink coffee in the morning and it would wake them up. They would drink coffee an hour before bed and they'd just go right to sleep. I wish I had that ability. They do not care about customer rating. Now, they don't care about anything. They care about the bottom dollar. And honestly, it's not going to get better. I used to try to remain optimistic and hopeful that it would get better. But for the past 2 years, it's continued to get worse. And that's not being negative. That's just the fact of the matter. When you devalue something and you make it more accessible to more people, it doesn't hold the same weight. And so when you have more people now that are going to be platinum, there's going to be less high paying orders to go around. They just want they just reward you for being a yes man and taking everything. I'm not putting on whatsoever. I'm considered more like nickel. Oh, it's all platinum plated, gold plated, silver plated, aluminum plated. No, because of the on time thing, it's hard when traffic lights are 3 to 5 minutes long. The way they calculate on time percentage, it's not easy to get platinum for me. Josh, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, they're cracking down on that. So the only way, and that's just it, the only way for you to offset the points that you lose for being on time is to take more orders. I mean, with the on time rate, how bad can your on time rate be? Yeah, and your on time rate is 30 points. So 60 of your 100 potential points are acceptance rate and on time rate. And guess what? You can only control one of those. Quality rate, you kind of have control over it, just making sure, everything's in there. But even that's only 15 points. Customer rating's 10. Customer rating has the lowest amount of points. And that's sad. So platinum plated poop. That was for you, Jason. Where they calculate. Yeah, what they showed me too. Was the only time I've opened up the DoorDash app. Um, was to get some screenshots. Yeah, so I had an Applebee's order because they're my on-time orders. They only for some reason included a couple, and these ones are all the way back in May. So I had an Applebee's order on May 2nd. We were in Las Vegas for that. Offer accepted 1:23 p.m. I was like less than 5 minutes away from the store when I accepted it. So I was there early. I was actually there really early. We were either live streaming or I did a video on it. Anyway, expected completion time 29 minutes. Total time difference -2 minutes. So I actually did get it done early. But it said pickup at Applebee's late by 3 minutes. Pickup time was 1:31. I picked it up at 1:34. I was 5 minutes from the restaurant, so I got there at 1:28. Waited 6 minutes for the order. Told me I was 3 minutes late picking it up. Kind of hard to pick up an order that's still on the grill, right? And then delivery said I had until 1:56 p.m. I arrived 5 minutes early. Everything out of control, out of your control. Same with shopping orders. All of that. If it's something's out of stock, out of your control. Customer doesn't want a substitution, they want a refund, out of your control. You ignore the customer, put a substitution in yourself to avoid getting dinged on not being able to find an item, then you get a bad rating. So tell me how any of this makes sense. Oh, Rosebud, Jason never behaves himself. Spice said sometimes coffee makes me snap on people. I just like to chalk that up to dumb people doing dumb things, getting offended by somebody who's actually intelligent. You're a man. I rest my case, Jay. Ooh, I'm staying out of that one. Walker's tread. You dash the trash? Nope. Haven't done DoorDash in almost a month. Point system is awful. It just expands the opportunity for you to have platinum. It encourages more people to chase the carrot. Spice says, I love yes men. Hmm. I don't know if I would be classified as that. I am, well, we all know what I am. Yes, Jay is definitely a character. There's a reason that they only let him escape Oklahoma a couple times a year. You can be late 2 times on one order and be lowered 2 points on one order. No quality. Oh, you have no quality rating? Yeah, there's try to not tap on something I shouldn't. Let's see. So yeah, platinum's 85 plus points, gold is 75 to 84 points, and silver is 60 to 74 points. And the metrics are acceptance rate, completion, on time, quality, customer rating, and that's it. Acceptance and on time are 30 points or out of 30 points. Quality and completion are out of 15. Customer rating out of 10. for a company that operates on providing service to customers, you would think that customer service would be a higher priority. Oh, well. Tornado Garden, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, being late twice on an order is stupid. And that it costs you 2 points, again, that is stupid. They added 100 deliveries a month, so no bueno anymore. Yeah, on top of 100 deliveries? No. Tornado and Twist. Tornado Garden needs 4 subs to get to 1,000 again? Well, let's get Tornado Garden back to 1,000. I lost I lost more subscribers after what happened 3 weeks ago than I have in not posting a video in 2 weeks, so YouTube's a funny thing. We need a contest who has the most cell phones in our community. I only have 2 phones. Tornado, thank you for the flower. Yeah, I've only got 2 phones. Technically, I have an iPad as well, but I get orders that give me 12 minutes for 6 miles. I didn't realize flying cars were a new requirement. Jason has 153 subs. Jason, you gotta start somewhere, man. DoorDash makes me cry. Mary, don't let that four-eyed CEO named Tony get you upset. Just turn the app off. There is absolutely no reason ever, especially in 2025, that I should hear anybody, especially the CEO of DoorDash, go, our base pay is competitive. Did we just replace the immigrant produce pickers? Is that what we did? Because it kind of feels that way. Yeah, Rosebud, they will penalize you for the order not being ready. They'll penalize you for it just being late. They'll penalize you for, oh, wow, you're stuck in traffic because, I don't know, somebody decided to run a red light and cause a car accident. That's your fault now. Just don't tell your car insurance company about it. They take your AR for not accepting low paying orders, punishing for their low pay. Exactly. I was talking to somebody who has never done DoorDash, and I was trying to explain to them, how the pay structure works. And I showed them some screenshots, and they're like, "So the company only pays you $2?" Like, yes. If the order goes around for a while and gets declined often enough, it'll get the base pay will go up. But he's like, and they say that this $7 offer is high paying. The $7 offer, that should just be the standard. But again, we all know who we're talking about. Cold coffee or hot coffee? Hot coffee in cooler weather. If it's decent at all outside, I like cold brew coffee. You can mix cold brew with about anything and make your own drink, and You don't have the acidity that you do with regular coffee. So if any of you, and I'm sure there's somebody in here who loves coffee but can't drink it because it's too acidic, try cold brew. Oklahoma has let me out 3 or 4 times already this year. Jason, man, they're slipping. They're slipping on their job too. Tornado says if anyone is feeling generous, he's 4 subs away. Let's see. I did not click on that. I am going to try to switch over to my other account, see if I can't give you a sub. Coffee makes my friend Janet tired too. Yeah, coffee's a weird thing. Now I'll just finish crochet baby blanket and sewing a line into the back. Oh, wow. I would definitely need a sewing machine, Yvonne, because, well, I had to set up a grid. Somehow they were the fastest swimmer. Anyway, I had to set up a grid for my laser engraver because I'm not the best at like visually putting something down in a very straight line. So I created a grid and that's how I have to do it. So there's no sewing by me. I would need a sewing machine. Spice, yeah, I can't find them either. So I'm going to, let's see. Well, Tornado Garden, I see why I see why you've lost subscribers because YouTube unsubscribed me from your channel. So now I'm subscribed again. And I will go over to my other channel and that is so weird. Yeah, they're not showing up. What the heck? Are we back? Please tell me we're back. See? That's what happens. I start talking crap about DoorDash and YouTube, and then I just Alright, we're back. Sorry. Where was I? I need to figure out where exactly I was. I frozen. Yes, apparently I was frozen. Um, at least he doesn't have his mouth. Yeah, I never want to get frozen in a less than flattering position. Big three, how you doing? Yes, we got him to 1,000. Or back to 1,000. Only needed a few. Big wheel keeps on spinning around. Yvonne, you are doing just fine. It's a learning experience. Everybody's channel grows at a different pace. Alan, how are you doing? Jason says I figured out the math. I'll have 1,000 subs in 12 years. Or you just do something ridiculously dumb that's not illegal and doesn't get you put in the hospital, and then you just Jason might be cremated by then. You're going with that route. All right. Just if you want a cheap cremation, they'll just take you up to the top of Mount St. Helens and push you in. Kind of joking. They still have a nice view. I don't know. YouTube kicks subs off. I don't understand it. Plus, not all the notifications go out either. No, they really don't. I I have I actually have notifications turned on for about a handful of channels, and I never get notified when they go live, like ever. You have to watch a video or short to lock in the subscription. At least that's all it is. You don't want a happy ending or a reach around. Michael, appreciate that. Is that a squirrel and a cappuccino? Jason, yeah. And now I actually need to go back when we're done and look at all my other channels that I'm subscribed to and see who I'm not subscribed to that I was. Tony and YouTube are in cahoots. Yeah, they probably are. Here come the men in black. Nikki Trailer really knew that. Yvonne, no worries. Yes, we're back, Mary. Melly Mel, how are you doing? I do and say a lot of dumb stuff, says Jason. I had to make sure and give that the right person credit for that comment. Don't own up to dumb things that you yourself did not do. I had to turn on notifications in my app security settings for YouTube. I wasn't getting any. We'll go into settings and see if there's anything like that on here. Hopefully there's not. Notifications, sound, banners, time-sensitive notifications on. Notify me. Yeah, and even in the YouTube settings. Subscriptions, notify me about any activity from the channels I'm subscribed to. That's on. Recommended videos is on. Ways to create is on. Channel activity, post suggestions, activity on my comments, mentions, uh, others reusing my content. That's also on. Guess what? I don't get notified on. People reusing my content. I don't ever see that. Mentions. I also don't see that either. I see it in the app, but I never get notified about it. So I go and click on it, and yeah. There's an option in YouTube. Try experimental new features. No thanks. I've done DoorDash long enough. I have done my fair share of experiments. I have to go later. You guys, I have a t-shirt screen printing press to put together tonight. This is all I could do. I didn't have enough for fancy squirrel cup. I appreciate the squirrel coffee. Is it supposed to be hazelnut? Boss Dasher, what's going on? How you doing? I do dumb things, says Jason. Crop dust the mac and cheese aisle at Target. Well, in all fairness, it is Target. Target for you fancy Walmart people. What's up with you? No gig work lately? No DoorDash. I haven't taken an order. I've been taking a DoorDash order since September 3rd, so we're going on a month. Uh, After going 8, 9 days without them even sending me a crappy shopping offer, they just completely ghosted me on shopping orders and then slowly ghosted me on everything else. I decided, okay, why give DoorDash any of my time and energy if they're just not going to send me orders? So yeah, I haven't had any videos lately. Like I said earlier, since like the Charlie Kirk um, thing, social media got super ugly when that happened, and between that and no DoorDash, can't can't really vlog Spark videos or can't make Spark videos. I'm trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to be doing. Maybe something along the lines of a Ron Swanson woodworking video series of videos. I don't know. But I can tell you guys, I'm a whole lot happier not having DoorDash going, not even opening up the app. I challenge almost anybody to do that, at least. Do it for a week. Just don't turn the DoorDash app on for a week. Work the other apps, but don't turn DoorDash on. See how much happier you feel. How to change the phone settings under apps and allow YouTube to send me notifications. Yeah, I've got that turned on, but they don't ever send me notifications. Mary, have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. Get some rest. Double check my settings. All good there. Yeah, I need to. I wonder if it's because I got two phones. I wonder if that's an issue. Could be. YouTube might think that I'm. Because I'll usually, like when I live stream, I have it on one phone, but then have the stream up on my other phone. Just I didn't tonight, obviously, because I would have realized that I froze a lot sooner than I did. Keep all apps rather. I don't get. I still leave them on. Yeah, I mean, I just there's no. I'm burnt out. That's I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out on DoorDash, which is fitting because they seem to be burnt out on me. Ray Charles would have taken the sign too. You haven't sent me anything in a week. Why even turn the app on? So you can send me a $2 or $3 offer while I'm picking up a $30 Spark order. What are the reasons? For more than anything, but I haven't uploaded in like 2 weeks ever since we started doing evenings on top of our W2. It's hard to find time to edit a video. Only shopping orders at night with Spark. Yeah, well, okay, so what happens with that, and that's sometimes late at night while you see some higher paying shopping orders, there's less pickers. So Walmart receives it, but then has to push it out back into the Spark or push it over to the Spark app as a shopping order instead of a pickup or a curbside order. Um, a couple of months ago, I had an order where it was unusually high base pay for any shopping order. I'm like, this is really weird. But I accepted it. I'm like, super short, super easy, quick money. Ran in, doing my stuff. I'm looking around. I don't see any pickers. And it was like 7:30, but I don't see any pickers at all out there in the store. And I'm like, oh, really weird. Then I saw an employee who's usually in the back that that does the loading of orders. And I'm like, hey, are you guys? She's like, nope, we're done for the day. Didn't She's like, all of our curbsides got switched over to shopping orders, so drivers have to come in and shop them themselves. I'm like, okay, this explains why. This explains it. I think that order probably still got passed around a little while before it came across my phone. Really love Grubhub, just wish it was more consistent. Jason, yeah. Oh, sorry. Not bad manners, just that burger and fries hit the spot. Get lower pay offers with shopping than with pickups. We did a .com order on Sunday for like 65 bucks. It was going 40 miles, but still knocked it out in like 2 hours, right at 2 hours. I'll take those .com orders every day as long as, they're paying decent and leaving me in a decent spot. But Grubhub, they probably removed me from their wait list. It's been that long. Uber, I would love to do more rideshare. I really would. I'm close enough. Being in the Vancouver, Washington zone, they're like, "Oh, your closest zone or market is Portland." No, it's not. They consider Portland and Vancouver one zone, but it falls under Portland, and you have to get a business license, and you have to take the stupid test about dumb things in Portland and about a town that I'm never going to drive in because I'm never going to accept a ride that takes me to Portland. I'm just not. Unless I'm driving a Humvee and I got yeah, I got a 50 cal up top and a gunner sitting with me. Then I might do some delivering in Portland. But the fact that I'm not in Portland, I am not even in Oregon, but they're requiring me to do all of these extra steps to be able to dash where I'm at. No, I'm just not going to. Number one, Spark. Number two, Uber Eats. Number three, way distant, DoorDash. Sparky one, DoorDash two, Uber Eats three. Yeah, Uber Eats for me, I don't get very many offers anyway because I signed up with Uber Rideshare first and then opted into Uber Eats. They consider me an Uber X driver, Uber Rideshare, Uber X. They say that I'm prioritized for that, so I'm secondary on food orders. All those soldiers in Portland are going to need grub. Yeah, but the MREs have gotten a whole lot better. Can I do a reaction? DJ song? Never really done reactions. That could be fun. My smart mouth, my sarcastic quips. Could start doing reaction videos. Brash reactions. Brash reacts. Oh, it'd be terrible. I would feel bad. Some of you guys might not like me after that. And then shooting down the delivery to drones. Yvonne says I literally have given two rides in my entire Uber life. The money can be good depending where you're at. The money can actually be really good on rideshare. And okay, I was gonna tell DJ to play that song. Jason, I'm not exactly sure what they said for you to block them or time them out. Kind of missing something there, buddy. There's your new revenue stream, Charlie Brash. That could be fun on my tablet, fat fingers. Well, stop it. You did. What was it last week too? Not used to typing and doing crap on. You're telling me you're blaming fat fingers on a tablet? A tablet, a phone. Are the keys smaller on a tablet than they are on the phone now? Yvonne, passengers, people are generally really good when you pick them up. I'm not much of a people person. I think I need to use more salt. All right, Jason, just be careful. I get nervous when people watch me drive. Yvonne, I've had a few people in the past that I've picked up that try to tell me how I need to take them home. Like, if you want to go get a certain way, if you want to get home a certain way, then perhaps you should have driven yourself. You're in my car. I have logic, I have common sense. If there's a shorter route, I'm going to see it in the app. I'm going to see it in the map. I don't need turn by turn directions from, backseat Betty. I don't. Shut up, enjoy the drive, relax, and I will get you there safely. I have a very good rating on Uber and Lyft. And I've never had somebody go, I didn't like how he took me. It took a whole lot longer than it should have. No, I've actually had people in the past who have tried to go, hey, if you go that way, it's shorter. And I'm like, well, actually, if you go up this way and make a turn right here, it's shorter than that way. It was a long time ago. It was a few years ago. It was in Nebraska. I, when you've driven into town long enough, you start to learn the roads and the side roads and the back streets and what intersections to avoid at what times during the day. It's just part of the reason I'm in Washington now because to this day, I could go back to Nebraska and I can get you. You could tell me any address in that town, and I will drive you to it without GPS. And I wish I could remember other things better than I do turn by turn directions. And no damage to my vehicle. Got my car back, but the damage was more psychological. So that's why I just took the food deliveries. Yeah, I mean, did I ever hear the story of what happened? No, it would help if I looked back at a comment. Never mind. Assaulted a year and a half ago on a Friday afternoon by some guy who was under the influence of narcotics. Car stolen, assault would happen, went to jail serving. Jeez. I'm definitely glad you're okay. Uh, wow. Hated rideshare, not something I'd ever do again. I don't mind it when I'm feeling a little extroverted, but most of the time, especially lately, I'm a little more, I'm embracing the introverted side. Like the last few days, I'm just, I can't tell you how nice it has sounded to just drive like an hour into the woods, park my car, walk out into the forest, find a rock, and stare at a tree for an entire afternoon. I would love to do that. I would really, really, really love to do that. Maybe I'll just put a video out of like an hour long video of me recording myself sitting on a rock staring at a tree. Uh, thank God you're okay. It was so scary that day when I got the call. Oh, Yvonne, I could only imagine. Yeah, I don't fault anybody for wanting to do rideshare or not, or do food delivery or not. You know, it's sometimes okay. So sometimes when I'm pausing and it's like, okay, he lost his train of thought. I'm just trying to find a politically correct way of saying it because um, YouTube. That's why Mother Nature is so much nicer than people are. Yeah, even during a hurricane or a tornado, I'd probably still rather deal with Mother Nature than some people. Which is why I like going live with you guys because you guys are generally all good people, with the exception of the even the trolls are probably decent people. Their mama just didn't love them enough. I tried it when I got the Camry. Rideshare was garbage, and the people were garbage. Eh, but a lot of it probably just depends on the area that you deliver in. Like when I worked the Nebraska game, the only issues that I had were with college students. Everybody else that I picked up that was 35 and older, completely polite, completely respectful, no issues at all. The three issues I had were all college students. They were all drunk and they couldn't figure out the basic functions of the app and how the app works. You order a ride, it drops the pin where you're at. The pin doesn't move, even if you do. So I'd accept a ride, go pick somebody up, get to where the pin's at, look around. A couple minutes later, I'd get a phone call. Yeah, where you at? I'm in front of the hooligans. Where's that? Uh, it's where you were when you ordered the ride. Oh, I don't know where that's at. I don't know where I'm at. Can you cancel the ride? Hang up, cancel the ride. I am not even responding. I am hanging up on canceling the ride because I am not wasting any more time on you little delinquents. Like, you are the future of this country. We are screwed. College students with open containers, the worst of the meat puppets. Yeah, that is the first comment I've seen that says free Israel. Entitlement, shake my head, immaturity. Yes, it is. And they're going to learn very quickly that most people aren't going to put up with our crap. Just how it is. Most people are not going to deal with it. Obtaining a passport should be at least in the top list of priorities when it comes to the future of this country. I ain't leaving this country. I will not leave this country. But I'm not. If you want to travel, if you want to go, if you want to, embrace your Southwest Airlines and be free to move about, go for it. But I am one patriotic, history loving dude who is proud to be an American. I have ancestry that goes back to the American Revolution, and I think that more or less we have a responsibility to make things better for future generations. Now, what those future generations do with that after we're long gone, okay, Hooters wings are priority too. That's code for something else, right? The drunk college kids. Oh, you could drop them off in. You could probably drive them out to the country, drop them off, and go, "Hey, we're in Canada. Eugene, how's it going? Ooh, curly fries. Well, I had sweet potato fries with dinner. Right. Yeah, I'm staying put in this beautiful country called Texas. I mean, if things get absolutely that bad, you can. I think we can all move our base of operations to Texas. May visit other states, but not leaving the U.S. of. I think you meant U.S. of T, United State of Texas. I gotta say, Wingstop fries are better. I'm not a big fan of Wingstop wings. I tried them once. They were dry. Oh, here we go. Yvonne says, "Did you just say Hooters and wings are your first priority?" Michael, yes. Peace out. You be safe as well. Hope to see you in another video. And Vaughn says we got room here in Texas. Come on down. Things get that crazy, I will. But yeah, 7:30, guys. Time to hop off. I gotta go home and put together a screen printing press. I'm probably gonna go through this month or October's allotment of swear words. Yeah, he's leaving, LOL. See how quick he is to go after. Exactly. And on that note, I don't want to be a witness to something because the rule is you can't be a witness and an alibi. You can only be one or the other, so choose wisely. But I appreciate that laugh. We'll end on that good note. Michael, best of luck. Yvonne, good luck. Ellen says I've been listening and driving. Would hope everyone has a great night. Ellen, you too. Who else is in here? Eugene, Earl, Jason, Warren. You guys all have a good night. We will see you in another video in which it probably won't even be gig related. We'll see what happens with that. Good night, all.